Fellow Sierra Leoneans, good morning. This na Dr. Sylvia Blyden, and today, August 17th, 2023. This na a live Facebook video wey we will call video number 106. Una wey dey listen na WhatsApp, this na audio number 106. Today, I don't come back again for talk to una. Una wey dey watch me na Facebook, una see say address properly inside my red APC colors. It deliberate. Because today, I can't talk about some history, some politics, and some law. But most of them, really, na a message for the All People's Congress. Other Sierra Leoneans themselves could benefit. But this is also a way for people to also know that's what they can tell una say, oh, Sylvia, I don't left APC. Not true. I don't left APC. I didn't APC. Nobody there will pull me in APC. Now we get APC. And the struggles for APC, we dey inside it with the struggle. For make sure say the APC, where forefathers them form, where them believe in, where them struggle for, na in supposed for exist. Not to that APC where a faction of terrorists, jihadists, they don't hijack that APC. They not to the APC where we know. The APC where we know, Osai or Wai, live forever. Now we own APC that day. So the struggle for the APC, they continue. And I don't mind me dogs them the early morning, very early in the morning. So when I just ignore the sounds within the back. But on a more serious note today, we can talk about 3 issues. The first one, we talk about the laws of Sierra Leone when they rogue you per election. Waiting the laws of Sierra Leone say for happen. When they rogue you per election, waiting the laws say for happen. The second thing they can talk about are the powers, immunities of a sitting member of parliament as against a designated member of parliament who not taking seat and not taking oath at parliament yet. And then the last thing what they talk about this morning now about the history of boycotts in Sierra Leone and why make some of we go eventually get for file papers now law court for save the All People's Congress from waiting the jihadist faction of the APC want for land will party into. So this morning, I can't spend time for talk to una inside this audio. Now, before I go into the actual audio message, I want those of una where they feel so disappointed right now at the better una they see as betrayal from the de facto leadership. I want una to know, so me don't go through all of this over 3 years ago. I watch one of my sister way, now one person way almost any audio way me they pull it can cost me because I mean they criticize the bad leadership in the APC. I watch him he pull a video then days there, he they blow mind. The exact same thing they want me they talk, now they talk now. Waiting una they go through right now. I don't go through them. Betrayal, disappointment. I went through it 3 years ago when I was abandoned. When I realized say the leadership of the APC is compromised, it don't sell game. Electricity we do, then why they don't sell game. So that now una they see them, but maybe don't see them long ago. So I they relate to una, they feel them for una. But I know say in the struggles of the APC, we will eventually understand how we will able to come together for rescue this party from the hands of the jihadist faction. We don't sell we party out. All waiting and go tell you now is that, oh, Sylvia, it they defend Fatima Madabio. It they defend First Lady. But then you know to crime. You can go across party lines for defend somebody who deserve them. For protect somebody who deserve them, not to crime. But today I want to know, say that disappointment will not they feel. Most of them they reach out to me now. Some of them they apologize to me. It's okay. I went through it. I know what they feel right now. It's disappointing. Betrayal, una dey see a raw one. I saw it. I saw all of this coming, and I knew it was going to come. So una patient, let we continue for pray. The most interesting thing is that when they ask una for pray, God they give the answers them, when are the correct answers them, rather than waiting and they ask una for pray for. I hope una get what you had try for say. So now let's come to the real issues then for today. At the start of first of all with what did the law say if they rogue you per elections? It's simple. The law say elect not to you contest. Elect not to you contest. Anybody when a voter, and we vote per elections, it can challenge a presidential elections. Once you vote, you can challenge the presidential elections. But because of presidency, you know they waste time before doing within 7 days. You for make sure say you go to Supreme Court for challenge them. Anybody, in order for be the political party, anybody can do them. And una way the member, una go remember, I do one wonderful thing at this country. Because some man elect for making and don't forget. Wonderful thing I do at this country. 5 years ago, when I say no, the way we Unfa Ali Conte conducts these elections, it not go according to the laws. So I get issue with these elections. Imagine one woman without a lawyer, I file papers, I look my grandpa in books them, I take the laws them, I go to Supreme Court, I carry the sitting president where them in just or elect, I carry and go to Supreme Court. I carry the chief electoral commissioner go to Supreme Court. I carry the governing party go to Supreme Court. I carry the electoral commission go to Supreme Court. Me one grain as a woman. When I don't do them, after 2 days, now Dr. Samura Kamara and the APC themselves say, hey, not to Sylvia Wango go left for go do this thing. Let we say go let Alex say we do something. Then go file some kind of paper. But all man will say waiting and file and waiting me file. Me na solid document me file. Solid document as an individual. So what they try for saying now is that you not even get for be the candidate will contest. As long as you vote, you can challenge a presidential elections. That's what the law say. And I mean doing at this country. Everybody mean see. Where people they don't go hide under them bed then at this country. They not get mind for talk. There was a Sylvia Blyden. When they go na television, they go na radio, they go na Supreme Court for the All People's Congress. So anybody inside 7 days can challenge a presidential elections na the Supreme Court. But if you wait the 7 days pass, then they say no, the man don't turn president. You wait 7 days, you're not going to Supreme Court, you cannot challenge him anymore. That's what the law say. Now, what did the law say for Parliament and Council? The law say member of Parliament, if you want to challenge any elections when are parliamentary elections, or any elections when are mayor or local councillor or chairperson. For example, the mayor of Freetown, anybody want challenge say also in win, or somebody want challenge say na in win or but this results where them pull say na this get this results not correct, and I want the court for declare say this results not correct. The law say members of parliament, mayors, chairpersons, local council, you get 21 days from the day where they gazette. So they on the amount of time is so long because not so even from the day where they read the results, but from the day where they gazette. And they can don't take several days after they read the results before they gazette. So the time frame for you for contest and challenge the outcome of an elections is very, very long for parliament and for council. That's not for mayors and chairpersons and local councillors. Now, who can challenge? Now, for the presidency, you can only able to challenge if you mean vote. If you not vote, you're not able to challenge. But for parliament and council, anybody when a voter, you not even need for vote, you can challenge that election day. If you get evidence, you're gonna court and you challenge that elections day. Now so the law say. So me people them, I want to tell you now today. Say yesterday, August 16, now the last day where anybody go able for challenge the council elections. That's now the mayor, the councillors, the chairperson. Yesterday, I'm the last day, August 16. The elections happened June 24. They read out the results. But the amount of time stretched into August, thank you, long time into August, within which you can challenge the results for local council. Because the term where then gazette the results for local council was July 26. So if you count July 26, 21 days, it come to August 16. I want you now to take note of them dates there. Now for Parliament, then Gazette for Parliament, July 20. So it means to say, Parliament, your last day for me for challenge was August 10. I repeat, Parliament, the last day where APC mean for able for challenge, or anybody mean for able for challenge for Parliament, the parliamentary elections, now August 10. Take note of the dates. I can't explain why I want to now take note of the dates. Now, we all know say questions dey with these results. Questions dey. Falaba district, na classic example. But this party when the APC, and then jihadists they don't hijack this party, then decide say they carry this case, then they carry evidence go to court. Then don't wait till the legal time don't pass. As the time pass so, August 10, because on August 10, the parliament they don't pass. Then August 16, the one for council pass. But now the parliament want more. They wait till August 10. As August 10 pass so, where they know say they cannot anymore be pushed for gonna court. Now then decide now say they're ready for talk dialogue. They begin say yes, then go talk to the Interreligious Council, then go talk to the Peace Commission. Me people don't use na sense. APC allow use with sense. Then Motamaya say they get evidence, and indeed they get evidence. Because Falaba results no more enough for we for challenge this election results in court. So they get evidence for challenging results. Whether the evidence mean for show say they win or the evidence mean for show otherwise, but the evidence exists for challenge. They refuse for them. They refuse for going to court. They wait till the time expire. When the time don't expire, now they start now say, well, we want to talk dialogue. Me people that this is simple. Then people here so don't sell game. All what they do so now act and they act, now film then they act, now movie now they act. They don't sell game. So that means they wait till when the time don't pass. So that nobody in the Interreligious Council knows tell them say, well, this kind of evidence is so boku, on a gonna court. So because they don't want nobody for tell them, they make recalcitrant. They wait till the time don't pass for gonna court. Then they begin talk now, say yes, look and get dialogue. Me people they don't sell game. That's the bottom line. So if you look at the law, such a long stretch, till August, then get until August 16 for challenging results. They not challenge them. They wait till as the time pass so, August 10 for Parliament. 9 then grab now say with the begin dialogue. Ebo, APC, we fool? We not fool. Oh, Lord tell them say we not fool. Lord tell them say we know what's up. We know say they don't sell game. So then delay they wait till August 10 pass. They wait till August 16 come. Then they begin talk now say, well, we're talking to the Interreligious Council, we're talking to the Peace Commission, like na full man there. No, we're not fool. We're all not fool. Yes, some people in the APC then still fool, but not we all fool. People then for see through now. People then for no. When I get the option for going to court, when I refuse, then when I wait till when the time don't expire, as it expires so, when you say nobody now not going to carry the case go again at court because the law don't pass. Now when I grab now say when I begin talk dialogue, God Almighty, He dey see una, He go judge una, and He go expose una. Now, the next thing I want for make we talk about now the powers and immunities of a member of parliament. A member of parliament is a very powerful person, especially where he dey inside the well of parliament. Anything he talk inside the well of parliament, he can challenge any issue. He can say anything concerning the welfare of any issue. You cannot arrest him. You cannot hold him. You cannot charge him for libel. You cannot take him to court because he do am inside the well of parliament. Secondly, a member of parliament wey don take an oath, he gets distinguished privileges wey mean to say nobody not for curse am and molest am needlessly. Because when you do am, they get a section of the Sierra Leone Constitution, when at section 95, we say anybody will molest a member of parliament directly or indirectly, they impugn, they bring the parliament to contempt, then they charge you, the ordinary citizen will molest a member of parliament, they go answer na parliament for contempt of, and they can send you go to prison for contempt. So for example now, anybody where they molest a member of parliament we don't go taking oath, they write a foolish letter, they tell and say because you obey your constitutional duties, so they can't deliberate on you, they can't discipline you, they can't sanction you, na contempt of parliament. Section 95 is clear on that. So any member of parliament now, we don't go taking oath. Anybody write any stupid, foolish letter for a lawful action we do, it just go report to the Speaker of Parliament. He say, look, so and so person they try for molest me because I do the correct thing where the Constitution say I for do. I can't take me oath. Then they summon you where they write them big full letter then they summon you in a parliament for contempt. Because that man within a parliament, he don't get powers now. He's no longer an ordinary person. For example, Lord, take Mohammed Bangura or Honorable Thompson. They are no longer ordinary citizens. They are now powerful people. And you impugn them, you molest them, you write them big full letter, you go on radio for molest them, then they report you under section 95 of the Sierra Leone Constitution. Whosoever they write them big full letter, then go summon that person there. The speaker go ensure say then discipline that person there. And if the person not apologize for where he molest a sitting member of parliament, then they send you go Pademba Road prison. So now take note, a member of parliament who don't take the oath, he gets tremendous powers. And for example, a member of parliament who don't take the oath, he can team up at the well of parliament and he can move a motion about the electoral commission and summon the electoral commission. Ask for me, then summon the electoral commissioner. Ask for me, then summon anybody for questioning. He has the powers. But you were then a street. You did a street. You team up na street. You de holla holla. You de make noise. Now rudeness no more. Now rudeness no more. You not get weight. You not get platform. You not get immunity. You not get privilege. And they make them call you a designated member of parliament. It means they don't elect you, but you team up na street. You not take the oath yet. So you not get no privilege, you not get no immunity. Anybody can cause you, anybody can molest you. But to God, you want cause Honorable Bangura, or you want cause Honorable Thompson of the All People's Congress. We don't go take their seat. Believe you me, then they report you to the Speaker of Parliament, say you molest them on radio, you molest them in writing, you molest them to the world, and contrary to section 95 of the Sierra Leone Constitution, then go summon you where they molest the Honorable Bangura and Honorable Thompson, and then go discipline you. Then go discipline you. Because they are not ordinary citizens anymore. They have taken the oath of office, and they now enjoy the protection of section 95 of the Sierra Leone Constitution. Now, we can look at history. Me people them, I want to make today, we can look at the history of boycotts. But before we can look at the history of boycotts, I want to make we look small bits at elections in Sierra Leone. We can look elections, that's earlier. We'll start with 1962 elections. 1962, this country may get 62 seats when they conduct elections for members of parliament. 62. So that 1962 elections, that the results are the call out so for una. Una will get pen and paper, if fine make una write and down. SLPP get 28 seats. APC, when I'm in brand new party, they may just don't form them. APC, 1962. Then get 16 seats. 16 seats, brand new party. Then get 16 seats. My grandpa, the late Professor Dr. Edward Wilmot Blyden, and a famous paramount chief Songu Brewer of Fiama Chiefdom, Kono District. Them get a famous political party, when they call the POT. They call it the Sierra Leone Progressive Independence Movement. Them get 4 seats. All the 4 seats, my grandpa and the late grandpa and the late paramount chief Songo Brewer, them party may win all the 4 seats na Kono District. All the 4 seats na Kono District. 1962. My grandpa and the late Songo Brewer of Fiama Chiefdom Kono, them get them party, then call on Dawo, the pot na Kono. And they win 4 seats. Independent candidates, we not get political parties. They win 14 seats. This is 1962. So this is the total for the 62 seats then for 1962. Now, 1967, then we don't pass now, say, for add an additional 4 seats. So now, then we vote for 66 seats. Now, what is the results for 1967? The APC then get 32 seats this trip. The SLPP then get only 28 seats this trip. And then the independent candidates then get 6 seats this trip. So this make up the 66 seats in 1967. The next general elections, I mean the 1973 elections. This trip now in 1973, then we don't increase the number of seats because the population may also grow. They increase the number of seats now to 85 seats. 85 seats. And these 85 seats, they decide on them, the parliament of APC, SLPP, they decide, say, for increase from 66 seats to 85 seats. When people are telling us something that will happen in 1973. Shaka Stevens, the leader of the APC. Shaka Stevens was a Mende son. Everything about Shaka Stevens was southeastern. His ethnic tongue, where he talk, na Mende, heavy Mende accent he get. Because in mama we born an Mende woman from Pujeun, from Sorogbema, the late Miata Massakoy. Nine is Shaka Stevens in mama. Shaka Stevens in grandpa, in mama, in papa. I mean the famous Mende king from Galinas chiefdom. The Galinas people, then the Galinas kingdom. So Shaka Stevens, everything about him was Mende. Just that in papa, get Limba connections from Tongo Limba. But he grew up as a Mende in Moyamba from a Pujeun mother. So 1973, he was now able for utilize them in 32 seats the way we don't get first, mostly from the western area and the northern province. He utilized in Mende connections then for ensure say he convinced the southeast for see the APC as a national party. I repeat, by 1973, Shaka Stevens we don't able to convince a lot of people then at the southeast in Mende people then, because Shaka Stevens was an ethnic Mende man born of a Mende woman. Now for that make I can look, then jihadists they don't hijack APC. Whole day then they cost Mende people them. They want to know to APC. The hijackers. Because the real APC of Shaka Stevens, he could not have abused Mende people. Now one grain language Shaka Stevens sabi from me mama born am till he die. Now one grain indigenous language he they speak fluently. Shaka Stevens not ever sabi talk Limba. He not ever sabi talk Timini. He not ever sabi talk Loko. Now one grain language Shaka Stevens they talk Mende. So he was able to convince the Mende people. Say let them look on him as one of them leading a national party. So when the term reached now for 1973 elections, the SLPP realized now say Usai them don't take as their stronghold, where them don't win Boku seats in 1967 and 1962. Then catch up say 1973 elections. If then go into that elections day, Shaka Stevens and the APC go give them good dirty bit. So then say no, then they go, then they boycott. Then they boycott these elections because of this, because of that, because of this. So then boycott. They don't take part in the elections. So many people they know what happened. 1973 elections go ahead. APC win 84 of the 85 seats. Then one independent candidate win the one more seat. So what end up they happen? SLPP was nowhere. And when SLPP was nowhere, they not get platform for able talk. So from 1973, now inside this country, let's tell you today, let you know, there was only one political party seated in parliament in a multi-party democratic state. So between 1973 to the term for the next elections, which was 1977, that one game political party may get the platform in the parliament. That was the APC. Because the SLPP leadership that 10 day, then cowardly mean feel to say, if them boycott, then they go make people not realize how much Shaka Stevens don't become popular across Mende line. So they unfortunately for them boycott, and they're not able to achieve what they want, where I will talk about in another audio, then they a separate issue. The SLPP may want to achieve something after the boycott, but they're not able to achieve them. So they end up, they allow the APC, 85 members of parliament, 84 of them were APC, for 4 years. Now they get the platform. Now they enjoy the immunity. Now they enjoy the privileges. And make no mistake, any member of parliament is a powerful person. So by the time when 1977 elections come now, when the SLPP say, well, they can't contest, then party may don't become so weak because they had no platform upon which they can put their ideas to the people. They had no immunity platform. So then can they contest? Well, I tell you now the results will happen now. What will happen? The SLPP women so powerful before, it don't become so weak that they only able to win 15 seats. Only 15 seats. The APC wins 70 seats out of the 85 seats. This is not the outcome of a stupid boycott. This is not the outcome of a stupid boycott. Because the SLPP boycotted stupidly, they became weak, they had no platform, and they ended up, by the time they catch up now for contest the next elections, they had no powers, they had no platform. May people them of the APC, I don't go into this history today. Make una understand why make some of we so vexed by Dr. Samura Kamara and the one they will say, low members of parliament, not go take them seats. One, they don't stop with members of parliament, not forget the opportunity for challenge any elections issues. Because they could have challenged any elections issues standing in the well of parliament. Now they don't block them not for go until after they do it deliberately, until after the term don't pass for court cases. The term just don't, it don't pass now yesterday. When I go see them, when I mark my words, when I go see the actions the way they take now, it was deliberate. When we not get a platform on which we can talk, we dey weaken the party. Because when you in a parliament, you dey able for talk, nobody not able for challenge you. Imagine 1962, I just get out for now, almost seats the APC may get, only 16 seats. But because they may able to get a platform on which they talk, by 1967, they don't come up from 16 seats, they don't go 32 seats. The SLPP don't drop. Of course, by that time, my grandpa in your party, my grandpa Blyden in your party with Songubriwa in your party, the party no may exist again. APC may don't absorb the Kono party. These are some of the histories that some of you don't know. So, by 1973, the APC now, with Sheka Stevens being the popular Mende man, the popular son of a Mende woman, he was able to convince the Southeast to see the APC as a national party. When the SLPP panic and then boycott, then weaken them party so badly. My APC people, we get formation so fed Dr. Samura Kamara and fed every single one of them jihadists there, where they say make we not go to parliament. Because if we not go to parliament, we are going to repeat the history that weakened the SLPP. And if we are not careful, then go weaken the APC so badly that by 2028 elections, we are going to have a very, very weak APC party. So on that note there, with my APC cap, my APC outfit, I dey call on APC members, let we stand firm for fet Dr. Samura Kamara and anybody in the APC where say members of parliament not go take their seat. Of course, they are sure now, they cannot touch Mohammed Bangura, Honorable Mohammed Bangura. They cannot touch Honorable Ayodele Thompson. They cannot touch them. And if they continue for persist for molest them, they can report to Parliament for Section 95 to be implemented, and for those who are writing stupid letters to them for unlawful boycott to be summoned to Parliament, disciplined by Parliament, so that the restoration of the respect of the Honorable Mohammed Bangura and the Honorable Ayodele Thompson can be restored. APC comrades, let we fet Dr. Samura Kamara, let we fet every single one of them where they say for boycott Parliament. Because history don't teach we say, when you boycott Parliament, you dey weaken your political party. We do not want to weaken our political party anymore. If you now look me cap, when I see the words the way they dey, this live forever APC. Now that we grandpa or papa then tell we. Not to this nonsense for the cost Mende people them. Not to this nonsense for the boycott Parliament and weaken we party. Not to this nonsense then teach we na APC. Let we stand up. Let we ensure say they not weaken we party more than they don't weaken them. Let we stand up and challenge them. They all get court case. They want to use them court case as a negotiating platform for sacrifice for party in interests. Let we challenge them. Dr. Samura Kamara get court case. Yvonne Akisoya get court case. And it's by Kroma, look in your pack. Money laundering, thief, corruption, look at back. So they want to use them thing and they now as a negotiating platform. And we for refuse, we will not get court case, we will not get corruption, we not for can suffer. We not for can make a party become sacrificed because of much amount that we get corruption. On that note there, I go end this morning's broadcast, and I assure you all that this is a struggle where they come out from Dr. Sylvia Blyden and a host of people that were there behind me. We are proud members of the All People's Congress. We believe in the ideology of action, progress, commitment, and nothing about terrorism or jihadism or mamikos. We don't believe in that. That God bless you all. Thank you.